seriously, on behalf of the city, I thank you all for being here and taking up this beautiful day to be here for this, I would say, historic and significant event for the city of Brecksville. Without anything further, I would just like to thank...
This was opened September 29th. Our residents have been able to enjoy the accessibility of a post office without going out of the downtown area. We have here post office boxes that have been moved and relocated from the old post office just down the road, and it enables people to have the capability of coming here without going to Broadview Heights for their postal services, for simply mailing things and picking up mail. The difference between the old post office and this new facility here is that this building is owned by the city. The city worked with the Postal Service as well as Congressman Edward Fian's office to negotiate a way so that residents would be able to mail things from here rather than going outside of the city. And so they worked together and were able to come up with a design for a facility that could be housed here, but have some capabilities that the old post office doesn't have, such as the automated teller machine and the capability of having a manned postal service here at some points so that packages could be picked up and delivered possibly, so that you could mail packages here, you could mail your express letters here, and some other things that you weren't able to do in the other post office. Brecksville is the first facility in the state of Ohio that has a municipally owned postal unit. And what that means is that the city has designed and paid for the construction of this building. However, the U.S. Postal Service maintains and outfitted the building so that it would provide the services. But the city does own the building and is in an agreement with the Postal Service to operate it. When it was decided that the main postal unit would be moved to Broadview Heights, the mayor felt that there was a need in the community to have services right here for our residents. So he worked with the Postal Service as well as Congressman Fian to see if there was a way that it could be worked out to have a facility here. And they looked long and hard and found this spot, and through months of negotiation and working with Congressman Fian and the Postal Service, this facility was able to be designed and built by the city. That it was important to get a location that would be convenient to all parts of the city, and where it is, south of the old post office, right next to the fire station, city hall, library, and community center location, it worked out to be appropriate place for the Postal Service. In addition, there is outside the building an RTA bus shelter, and people have been coming up in here because the building is air conditioned and heated to stay in out of the cold, and the city is now considering whether to keep that or to use this as a waiting station for the RTA line. The city has also worked with RTA to expand the municipal parking lot, so that will become partly an RTA lot too, enabling more people to park here on their way downtown. A couple other points about the post office. There is capability for it to expand as the needs of the community grow, so that if it's determined that it needs to be manned, then that's going to be looked into. Also, if packages can be mailed here, that aspect of operating a postal unit will also be considered here. So at some point in the future, those things may be additional operations that we will have here.
Who's going to count it out?
1, 2.
1, 2.
All of us, come on. 1.